Thank you, thank you. I want to see more hands. Come on. I did not see enough applause happening. All right, well, first of all, I feel a little overdressed. Maybe next time I'm just going to come to this conference in just a t-shirt and a hat. But regardless, welcome. Thank you for coming to this lightning chat. How to unleash your inner ally, and let's make open source radically welcoming. My name is Chris. I'm a technical lead for Booz Allen Hamilton, and I am a member of the Deaf and Hard of Hearing CNCF work group. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, and I'm Catherine Paganini. I am Director of Community at Buoyant, that's the creator of Linkerd. And I'm also one of the founding members of Merge Forward, which is a brand new CNCF initiative. Okay, so let's get started. Studies have shown time and again that if we include different perspectives, we get more innovation. Still, if we look at our community today, the backgrounds tend to be rather similar. But you don't have to wait for others to take action because you play a role too. You can actually help bring change. Now you might be wondering how. And it is through allyship. Different perspectives are often overlooked, sometimes even flat out ignored. But together we can amplify those voices and ensure they are heard and help drive change. And obviously there are a lot of things that we cannot control, external factors, right, like policies, hiring practices, but we can shape our community. So we should be focusing on what we can change, right? Now you may be wondering, is community-driven change even possible? Is it maybe too good to be true? Are we naive? Not really. We actually know it can happen because we have proof of it. Right, Chris?
That's absolutely right. I think this is a perfect example of the Deaf and Hard of Hearing CNCFE work group. These are some of our examples here. We started roughly 1.5 or 2 years ago. Catherine actually recruited me to join the work group, last year? Encouraged me to join as much as possible. And I mean, there's been a lot of things happening, so I was unfortunately unable to come last year. But with the Deaf and Hard of Hearing CNCFC group, we had a lot of accomplishments, like the first deaf ambassador. We had several keynote hard of hearing and deaf presenters. We've been to a number of conferences and sessions. And we've been part of media, we've been sitting on panels, we've had a number of opportunities that have come about in the last 2 years, and it allowed us to lead a lot more professionals who are deaf and hard of hearing, and to encourage more allyship. And that doesn't all happen because of one person, it happens because of the community. Being able to listen, to amplify deaf and hard of hearing voices. We have some invisible barriers, unfortunately, that we have to juggle a number of things. Interpreters, whether or not they have a male or female voice, if they're going to the conferences, sometimes it's tough, when you're having technical difficulty, technical conversations for me to be able to engage, for example. But you have to have these meaningful relationships, you have to have mentorships, capabilities, to make sure that you're having the proper impact on people's lives. Not just our lives, but those who are also engaging with us. So before this, there's a number of relationships that impact us, but it's part of that allyship. There's a lot of capabilities, a lot of possible portions to changing your lives and our lives. The opportunity is to incorporate us as allies. So again, I mean, there's tons that are possible. CNCF work group is proof of that.
Yeah, and that's why we're expanding our reach. We have a number of initiatives, Deep Roots, and we have Curtis here, who is part of the Deep Roots community, blind and visually impaired, Friends of Dorothy, stuttering and speech diversity, neurodiversity, and who knows which ones are coming next. So if you're part of any of these communities or would like to be an ally, please join. You may now be wondering how you can become an ally, or at least we hope you do. Here are a few actionable steps that you can take, starting with the lowest effort to higher effort. So the first thing you can do is engage with conversations with people from different backgrounds. The first step is always listening and learning. Then follow advocates on social media and help amplify their voices. Then learn about things like accessibility, biases, microaggression, and call them out when you see them. And once you've learned all that, educate your network. And you can also become a mentor. Speaking of which, Merge Forward is a new CNCF initiative, and we're actually actively working on a mentorship program. Merge Forward is a new home for all these community groups. We have a community page. The URL is cut off, but like the QR code will bring you, will get you there. If you follow that page, you'll get email updates. We have a channel on the CNCF Slack. So yeah, we always need volunteers, contributors. If you're interested in non-code contributions, this is a way to do so. Please join us. But now let's hear from Chris about his experience with allyship.
Yes, thank you for that. I feel like we're talking too much and you might be falling asleep, so let's get through this. Real snapshot of my life and what it means to have that allyship. I am a technical lead, meaning I manage a lot of different meetings. Deep discussions regarding coding, HL7, all these different things about cloud, AI. And I mean, and contextually, things move fast, and that might be a problem for me to manage and track everything. Sometimes on my client sides, they're asking me to capture items and action items, and I can't. I'm looking at my interpreters, I can't write and see the sign, I miss conversations, because conversations are continuing on as I'm looking down. On the side, you have to have someone who knows ISL, you have to have the cultural indications as well. So you need those support structures to amplify the deaf and hard of hearing voices and give us a chance to actually lead and to be able to develop these conversations. And I've had someone who'd helped me get promotion twice. He was specifically cherished. He allowed me and helped me to get MVP award from Booz Allen twice. Joel really helped lead. And he was a great mentorship for a long time for me. He unfortunately retired 2 or 3 years ago, but we still text on a weekly basis. He sends me pictures of his vacation, like last week he was in France. And I'm like, yeah, he always invited me to the table. And, I think that's a clear and wonderful example of allyship and how it can become a lasting friendship. And that's part of the Deaf and Hard of Hearing work group.